running for a second, to be able to apply his head to meet with the pace of the cross and delivery from Reece James. That was really... Maybe you could say that the deflection as well helps the ball on its way for Enzo Fernandez to finish. I thought it was brilliant by Reece James.
Yes, so I actually just wanted to note the difference between youth and experience, right? For me, that space that Reece James had opened up was as a result of the switch between Pedro Neto and Estevao, and here's why, right? So when Pedro Neto goes over to the right-hand side, he obviously has a relationship with Reece James. They've played with each other longer, right? And then he doesn't hug the touchline as much as Estevao does. If you look at that situation again, right? So Pedro Neto comes a bit into, midfield a little bit to exploit half spaces. And as a result of that, the left back is a bit undecided as to what to do. He follows Pedro Neto, and you can look at Pedro Neto there. So he follows Pedro Neto. So there's a midfielder who's got to, drop deep and try and help in the defense, but he's not tracking that run early enough. And then the pass from Caicedo is really good. The weight on the pass is great as well. When Reece James comes onto it, first touch, he gets out of his feet. Second touch is the cross. He gets a deflection. Now, that deflection is key because, in my opinion, I think if that deflection doesn't come, it doesn't get to Enzo Fernandez. But it then gets to Enzo Fernandez, and this is why Chelsea are so dangerous, because if Reece James had decided he wanted to do a cutback, there was João Pedro who was waiting to hit that one time, right? Enzo Fernandez is unmarked at the back post. Perfect situation. That's exactly where he wants to be, and that was a really good goal.
Okay, so, good goal for Chelsea. Now 1-0 up, but we saw quite a lot of moments, right, Brown? Verbruggen was called in a few times to pull up saves because Chelsea just kept troubling them.
Yes, certainly. First off, this was when Enzo Fernandez said, okay, I started this game and this is where I want to play. Lovely free kick, I've got to say. Up and over, down and under. It was going to creep into the back of the net. Verbruggen said, nope, no way, Jose. Again, another free kick, this time from Reece James. So the two players who have troubled Brighton and Hove Albion the most have actually pulled saves away from Verbruggen. And again, I just feel like this should be the game plan. I think Chelsea have been a little bit too intricate. Let's not also forget that there have been a couple of blocks that have been made on strikes from Estevao as well. Sometimes don't pass as much in the 18-yard area, don't take as much time. Just hit it while the iron is hot. And I feel like, if Chelsea this is where I want to play, lovely free kick, I've got to say.
I just want to also go through some of the moments
in the 18-yard area, don't take as much time.
Estevao, you can see on
hit
your
it
screen,
while the iron is hot. And I feel like, if Chelsea this is where I want to play, lovely free kick, I've got to say.
I just want to also go through some of the moments
in the 18-yard area, don't take as much time.
Estevao, you can see on your
hit it while the iron is hot. And I feel like, if Chelsea this is where I want to play, lovely free kick, I've got to say.
I just want to also go through some of the moments
in the 18-yard area, don't take as much time.
Estevao, you can see on your screen.
I feel like, if Chelsea this is where I want to play, lovely free kick, I've got to say.
I just want to also go through some of the moments
in the 18-yard area, don't take as much time.
Estevao, you can see on
hit
your
it while the iron is
screen.
hot. I feel like, if Chelsea this is where I want to play, lovely free kick, I've got to say.
I just want to also go through some of the moments
in the 18-yard area, don't take as much time.
Estevao, you can see on
hit
your
it while
screen.
the iron is hot. I feel like, if Chelsea this is where I want to play, lovely free kick, I've got to say.
I just want to also go through some of the moments
in the 18-yard area, don't take as much time.
Estevao, you can see on
hit
your
it while
screen.
the iron is hot. I feel like, if Chelsea this is where I want to play, lovely free kick, I've got to say.
I just want to also go through some of the moments
in the 18-yard area, don't take as much time.
Estevao, you can see on
hit
your
it while
screen.
the iron is hot. I feel like, if Chelsea this is where I want to play, lovely free kick, I've got to say.
I just want to also go through some of the moments
in the 18-yard area, don't take as much time.
Estevao, you can see on
hit
your
it while
screen.
the iron is hot. I feel like, if Chelsea this is where I want to play, lovely free kick, I've got to say.
I just want to also go through some of the moments
in the 18-yard area, don't take as much time.
Estevao, you can see on
hit
your
it while
screen.
the iron is hot. I feel like, if Chelsea this is where I want to play, lovely free kick, I've got to say.
I just want to also go through some of the moments
in the 18-yard area, don't take as much time.
Estevao, you can see on
hit
your
it while
screen.
the iron is hot. I feel like, if Chelsea this is where I want to play, lovely free kick, I've got to say.
I just want to also go through some of the moments
in the 18-yard area, don't take as much time.
Estevao, you can see on
hit
your
it while
screen.
the iron is hot. I feel like, if Chelsea this is where I want to play, lovely free kick, I've got to say.
I just want to also go through some of the moments
in the 18-yard area, don't take as much time.
Estevao, you can see on
hit
your
it while
screen.
the iron is hot. I feel like, if Chelsea this is where I want to play, lovely free kick, I've got to say.
I just want to also go through some of the moments
in the 18-yard area, don't take as much time.
Estevao, you can see on
hit
your
it while
screen.
the iron is hot. I feel like, if Chelsea this is where I want to play, lovely free kick, I've got to say.
I just want to also go through some of the moments
in the 18-yard area, don't take as much time.
Estevao, you can see on
hit
your
it while
screen.
the iron is
lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, you can see him just playing running a lot of things. But
you know, if you see where I want to play, they can't get the free kick. I've got to say,
I just want to also go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esteban, It is quite one thing, but this is where I want to play. Love the free kick has got to say. I just want to go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esther it is quite one thing, but this is where I want to play. Love the free kick has got to say. I just want to go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esther it is quite one thing, but this is where I want to play. Love the free kick has got to say. I just want to go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esther it is quite one thing, but this is where I want to play. Love the free kick has got to say. I just want to go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esther it is quite one thing, but this is where I want to play. Love the free kick has got to say. I just want to go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esther it is quite one thing, but this is where I want to play. Love the free kick has got to say. I just want to go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esther it is quite one thing, but this is where I want to play. Love the free kick has got to say. I just want to go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esther it is quite one thing, but this is where I want to play. Love the free kick has got to say. I just want to go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esther it is quite one thing, but this is where I want to play. Love the free kick has got to say. I just want to go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esther it is quite one thing, but this is where I want to play. Love the free kick has got to say. I just want to go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esther it is quite one thing, but this is where I want to play. Love the free kick has got to say. I just want to go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esther it is quite one thing, but this is where I want to play. Love the free kick has got to say. I just want to go through some of the moments we saw in the first 45 minutes. Esther it is quite one thing, but this is where I want to play. Love the free kick has got to say. I just want to go through some of the moments